Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a very, very special edition, an episode of Behind the Story. Now, it's not an accident that I am sitting very comfortably in a bed with a nice Egyptian cotton gown in the north. Slayed to the gods. I'm about to talk to a very special person. I'm very excited. By the way, we're in Sandton at Fairlawns Boutique Hotel and Spa. Having a great time. I had to choose the perfect location for this type of conversation. I am now about to have a conversation with DJ Zinhle, Gianni in the building, DJ Zinhle. Babe, so
you're used to this introducing me because now whenever I'm DJing, you're just always there
I'm
to
there,
be
like, give me the mic, okay? This is going to be a different episode because we're interviewing each other. We're discussing friendship, we're discussing motherhood, being single mothers, we're discussing love in the spotlight, family. Wow, the industry, gender inequality, all of that's about to come up right now. So I hope you're ready. We're about to do this. Now, because this episode is us talking to each other, ne? Because we know each other so well, it's going to be so hard to think of new things to discuss. So we got people to ask us questions in the streets.
That's cool.
And then we can work on that. So I'm going to show you first.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
If I could ask DJ Zinhle one question, it would be, if AKA took you to Love Bag, would you, take him back?
You love big babes.
If he took me to Love Bag,
Yeah.
is this like a destination? It was like, because I need a vacation. I need a vacation. I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know for sure.
What's stressing me is I have to act like I'm hearing this for the first time.
I'm at a very weird space in my life, you know this, where a lot of things, especially regarding relationships and love, in that sense, are just not making sense. I'm trying to unlearn a lot of things that I was told as a kid, that I've learned from society about being a woman and being in a relationship. It's mid-30s, babe. Uyafiwa, kuma mid-30s, akudlala. So I can't even say that, just without AKA Okinen, that I desire to be in a relationship after everything I've been to right now in my life. Maybe 2 years or 2 months from now, I'll change my mind. But right now, as Zinhle, I don't have the desire to be in that kind of relationship with anyone.
Zinhle, how do you feel about Pearl getting close to you after you and AKA broke up? And were you ever suspicious as why she's all of a sudden so close to you after your breakup?
What's your answer, babe?
Was I ever suspicious of you getting... You didn't get close to me because of this whole Kenan thing. You've been trying to get with me for a long time, babes. It's just that I didn't have time for you.
You really didn't, babes.
Not...
Luckily, I had friends already, so it was just like...
Okay, but you kept trying. So this is one thing that people don't know about our relationship, that Pearl Thusi kept trying to be my friend. At some point, you were at my house to deliver, things for the baby, and I was just like, this girl... She's just
at your house? No, I dropped it off at the office.
Is it? But I remember she had this stressful situation that she had dropped off. But it had been, even before then, it had been
Well, I think for me, this is what happened. At very early, much earlier on, there was something about you that I just... Babe, I was just drawn to it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not no homo. And no homo, babes.
Bong Saba, babes.
Bengik Saba, babes, I'm not gonna lie. You were
You wanted to conquer me, actually. You were just I'm scared of this girl. I need to figure out what is going on here.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
For me, it was this person is mysterious. You're there. But I think when AKA and I and everyone else went to Jamaica, this was the things he said about you.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things that he said about you, how highly he spoke of you. And you know how playful he is and how also his ego and you know what I mean, his rapper lifestyle. But whenever your name came up, he became a different person. And the way he would speak of you was for me something whoa, you ain't now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I respected that. So I just wanted to get to know you better. And for me, when I sense good people, it's just in my spirit to, I want to say chase, but to try and kind of get closer to that and understand it and get to know it and hopefully contribute and learn from it more than anything. And I think the first time you were pregnant and you came to the music show I used to do, And then I was like, yo, I'm trying to do charity stuff. And when I saw you, the idea clicked. And I was like, oh, I'm trying to give back. And I think the one day I can do it.
Yes, I know you're going with this.
And she showed me flames. You know what she did?
You don't have to tell us.
Baby, I don't have to tell the story.
No.
She gave, babe, come on.
Okay.
She gave me details, babe. And then I was like, let's do it. We're like, yeah, we're doing it, it's great. Now I was like, okay, cool. So me now, I want to give back. So I'm going to pay for, we do a competition online. And then I'll sponsor young girls to come through and learn for each school and see where that goes. Oh my girl, what's your email? APA, nuts. And I went ahead and did it anyway because, like, I came from a genuine place with the whole thing all together. And then I was like, okay, cool, supporting females. And, like, you're not the only one I did this for, but I went through and I bought Era products because I was like, this is cool, like, that she's doing this.
Yeah.
And then that even kind of catapulted me to be like, I can also do my own thing, you know what I mean? And then I started the hair products.
I feel like people think maybe we got closer because maybe we had a common enemy, but it was never that. And I think this is one thing that people will get to know as time goes on, that we are just two Zulu girls that really like just click, you know, we get along. Because I don't click with a lot of people because I don't have a lot of people around me. I don't let people into my space. But you obviously like invaded and now you were here and I had to let you in. But the strong thing about the relationship is that I can call you and tell you like anything and not feel like you're judging me. And I can call you and some things I don't want to tell you, and I tell you because I know that when I've told you, you push me, you know, to do better in that situation. And I know that if I hide stuff from you, then I know it's really bad. Yeah.
Wow, babes. That's deep, baby.
I know.
Are you hiding anything from me?
I told you yesterday.
Pearl, some of us would look at you like you've already done everything in the game. So what's next for you?
So for me right now, what I think is next is to continue kind of working between South Africa, hopefully even Africa at large, and the States and wherever else, but start making my own stuff as well. I think the time has come. I've realized I've always been intimidated by the idea of creating a story and telling it. It's always been more comfortable to just be in front of the camera, take somebody else's work and make something out of it. So I think that's next for me, creating stuff. Terry's doing it, it's nothing new. You know, Terry's doing it, Angelina Jolie's doing it, a lot of women are doing it. So I think that for me is gonna be what's next, and to build my business even better, kind of like passive income, but not really. So I think that's what next. I also ask myself that question. I feel like I've done everything. What's next? What's next? And the thing that I'm guarding myself the most from is watching what I even unfollowed every female person because I was like, no, I need to focus on me alone. And seeing what other people are doing sometimes can really confuse you.
This is the thing I wanted to ask you. That do you feel like you've reached a certain level based on your standards, or is it because South Africa, in terms of your craft, in terms of what, like the group of girls that work in your space, no one has reached the level that you're at? Is it because this is the level, this is the standard for everyone in our industry, or is it because your own standards have like moved? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's easy to think I'm killing the game just because you're comparing yourself to like, you know, it's easy for a dog to say I'm killing the game when they're in the room with cats. But does the dog kill it?
With other big
with
dogs.
The wolves, babe.
So that's why I think going abroad, babe, yes, babe, you wanna take my, babes, you should do this.
I'm Anela, babes.
I think I got to that point where I was like, I just felt like I didn't belong anymore. I'd done a soapy, I'd done a drama series, I'd done a movie, I'd done TV shows, I'd done radio. But in each space, because of how our industry works, especially at the national broadcaster, and I'm not afraid to say that anymore, there's a point where they don't allow you to become a better human or a better artist. They have to cap you, they have to make you feel like you're under their control. And for me, that was stifling me. And I knew that I belonged to a bigger world, you know? It's almost like I was a cat and then I mutated into a dog and then I mutated into a lion. And then all the dogs that were in charge of me when I was a little cat got upset. You know what I mean? They were like, you know? So then I was like, no, it's enough. I need to push harder. So my manager and I prayed and prayed and prayed, and that opportunity when it came, like I just couldn't believe it. Like it was actually happening. So I think it's really important for people to speak for the things that they want and that they want to do, because you'll start
speak, yeah.
you'll start mirroring, you'll start thinking that you are the same as everybody else, and that actually did happen to me.
Pearl and Zinhle, one thing I'd ask you is, being friends, right? And with the business things that you want to start, how would you advise other girls to carry on this business things forward without friendship being a conflict? Because normally whenever business starts, it's always a problem that friendship is involved.
I don't partner, like, hardly with people. I partnered with Nomdeni on one project, but going forward, I never partnered with anyone. Just personally, because I've always been sheltered when I grew up. My brother was there, my dad was amazing. Like, everyone just protected me. And when I started ERA, I was like, I need to do this on my own so that I can see if I can pull something off on my own. Because basically, Zakhele was responsible for my career as a DJ. And then Fuse, it was me and Nomdeni. So I wanted to launch something that I could do on my own just to see if I can push anything beyond just like everyone supporting me. So it's better for me to just collaborate on certain projects that have a specific timeline and specific objectives and expectations from each person. And then and I feel like a lot of young people do this. They get excited. Oh, let's go register a business together, C5.
I've even done that with a friend before.
C5. And then the next thing, Sevens I want 2. And then it causes conflict. Rather, everyone have their own thing and then we collaborate on a project. After a year, if it's successful, we collaborate on another one. But don't tie yourself down. Even if you love your friend, even with boyfriends, don't tie yourself down. Like, do projects together, but don't do like a lifelong situation.
Basically, just bring the beat back, guys. Don't rush forward.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I did that once. It worked out. It was working out, but it didn't work out because then my career just went this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But luckily, it didn't destroy any of the friendships. And also, they're very good people. I think the main thing is that money and friendships, the only time those things have mixed for us so far is when we're going to the same gig, or when you get a gig and be like, how, Pearl, come through, or vice versa, or our other friend Linda involving us, you know what I mean? But even there, it's project-based. So don't...
It's our advice. It's not like...
It's not the Bible truth. It's just what we think.
It has worked for us.
You don't want to get burnt like that.
How did you guys deal with your breakups? Did you guys support each other? And if you did, how did you do it together?
We did support each other.
I'll go first this time.
Okay.
I'll
Go.
Because I remember when my engagement broke up, I was very doubtful. I was like, maybe I was wrong, you know? Maybe this, maybe
Maybe I should have
that.
done this.
Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I could have been better in this way. But I know I gave it my all, you know? But maybe, you know? And you were like, hey, did you not do this? Yes. Did you not do this? Yes. And I was like, yes, actually, I gave it my best. Yeah, you know? And that was very helpful because you reminded me of the value that I bring as a human in a situation. And I'm so misunderstood by the world and people that sometimes I even like put that onto myself, you know what I mean? And having you in my home at that time was pivotal to just my growth as a human after that situation, because I had someone to talk to about things almost all the time and someone to listen to me. So much so that I probably didn't run back into that situation because I felt lonely or I had to talk to that person to get some sort of closure. I had somebody I trusted and loved so much to remind me of her. And I think that was very helpful. Shout out to you, babes. Well done, babes.
Okay, when you supported me, clearly, check your tweets. If you don't know, check your tweets.
Oh, my God.
I think the thing with yours, because I think with mine, it's quite obvious, like everyone knows that you supported me. The thing with yours was, also for me, it was a learning curve, because it was, sometimes we give the best to a situation. It might not be the best in the situation generally, but it is the best from us in that situation. Knowing that you did your best in the situation, whether it worked out or not, is all it takes. It is all you need. Because sometimes later you reflect and you're like, okay, this wasn't the best thing to do, but at the time you did the best you could, and you can't live your life killing yourself for something that you did years ago. And this is crazy enough, a lesson I learned from my dad when I was a kid. My dad was like, you can't sit here saying if or you can't change anything. Given the time, you did the best